Our last speaker is a favorite of ours, an honorary Badger by now. He's been here so often at Fighting Bob Fest. I remember hearing him give a great talk for Senator Feingold right before the last election here. I'm speaking, of course, of Jim Hightower, the former Ag Commissioner of Texas, the great Texas populist, author, radio commentator, publisher of the Hightower Lowdown. And you know, I think of ways every time I introduce Jim Hightower, different ways to capture him. And this is what I got tonight. He's the bastard child of Mark Twain and Molly Ivins. And he's walked more picket lines than Joe Hill. I give you Jim Hightower.
Howdy-ho. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Wow. Back at the Barrymore, huh? Oh. Our problem tonight is we do not have enough passionate speakers. Is this terrific? I mean, this is just fabulous. What is happening here in Madison, Wisconsin is dynamite. And to have Dennis Kucinich and Tammy Baldwin, these, can you imagine, politicians we actually like. There they are, dynamite. Well, here with the Progressive magazine, of course, Matt Rothschild. You know, Oscar Wilde said, "Be yourself, everyone else is already taken." Matt Rothschild, Progressive magazine, they are the movement. To be here back again with Fighting Bob Fest always supports the great stuff, you know, the great things that they do. The Center for Media and Democracy, Mary Batari, the blogs that they are doing live, even as we sit here tonight, they're blogging about what is happening here in Madison, Wisconsin. We got WORT FM, long may it wave. You know, sometimes we think, the media is so powerful. The media is corporate control. They run it all. We can't do anything. Well, wait a minute. We've got WORT. We have Laura Flanders with Grit TV and Free Speech TV. We've got our own media going out there. We've, of course, got Ed Garvey. I know. But we've got something else. Did you know that David Koch is here tonight? David Koch, here he is. This is Thank you, 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 thank you. Ian Murphy, the man who made the David Koch phone call to your own Scott Walker. From Buffalo, New York, all the way, right here. I got to tell you, I am genuinely, you get a lot of speakers saying, well, I'm excited to be here at the Rotary Club today, you know. Well, I am excited to be here, and I came here not because I'm going to give anything to you, because I'm getting so much from you, from what is happening here in Madison, Wisconsin. This is, as Tammy Baldwin has indicated, I think this is really an important correlation here about Selma, 1960s, about what's happening. Something big is happening. We don't know what it is. We don't know where it's going, but we are it. And we have got to be it. And we've got to push it. Just makes me happier than a flea at a dog show to be right here. Looking out at all of you Wisconsin champions of fairness, justice, democracy, common sense, and common good. This Wisconsin rebellion, and that's really what it is not merely about budgets. It's not about labor rules. It's about who rules in America. Will it be the moneyed elites, or will it be we, the people? You, yeah. We are it. That's sound like an ad for a car. I don't know. We are it. Okay, I like it. But what's important for you to realize, I think, is that it's not about Wisconsin. You are inspiring America, the workaday majority of this country, to remember what it is to be American. The American people have been looking for a long time. They feel it, they see it, they just experience it. That the downsizers and privatizers, the Wall Streeters and hedge funders, the BPers and the Walmarters, the big shots bosses and bullshitters who get rich, get bailouts and get bonuses while we get pink slips, eviction notices, and budget cuts. Do they not think that we see this? Do they think we have sucker wrappers around our heads? What you represent is the end of the greed. Ya basta. Stop it. No more. Wisconsin, as surely as Boston in 1776, is sending a revolutionary flare across the bow of the moneyed elites and the corporate powers. You will refute, rebuke, and recall the whole gaggle of autocratic, plutocratic kleptocrats. The little Scott Walkers and David and Charles Kochs, they think they have got an ideological grasp on America, but they're as confused as goats on AstroTurf when it comes to understanding what America is about, what Wisconsin is about. I got to tell you, I thought that my state of Texas had the goofiest governor in America. I mean, Rick Perry puts the goober in gubernatorial. I mean, but wow, your man Scott, he surpasseth all understanding. Not merely going after worker rights. We had a big rally right over here a few blocks away this afternoon. Farmers. You know, they say, well, it's just these outside agitators coming in here. Farmers from Wisconsin. They're the ones. They stood up. And they weren't just there to say, well, we support worker rights, which they certainly did say. But they're saying Walker's program defunds Badger Care. Do you know that the vast majority of farmers in this state depend on Badger Care to have any health care at all? Not only, but I'm saying specifically. These people who might consider themselves at least middle of the road, if not even toward the right, they understand what's going on here. This is not a left-wing conspiracy against Walker. These are the people of this state who are rebelling. And they see the fraud when Scott Walker claims that it's all about, well, we got to balance the budget, the state budget. We got to balance the budget. Well, bovine excrement. You don't have to be in who's who to know what's what, do you? If he wanted to balance the budget of the state of Wisconsin, I've got a plan for him. No. It's easy. Put a dunking booth out on the Capitol grounds, put him in it, and charge $1 a tab, and the people of Wisconsin will balance the budget. $1 a tab. You know, the cynics say that we can't do it. That ordinary people, workers and farmers and students and just plain folks, can't beat the corporate powers. We can't beat the cokeheads. We can't beat the big money. But as a friend of mine who's been a pioneer in the organic movement put it to me, he said, Hightower, those who say it can't be done should not interrupt those who are doing it. That's you. That's you. That's you. That's us. You are doing it. You are showing Emperor Walker, Scotus Maximus, that it is the common good that matters, not the special good, the common good that matters. You are showing that we really are all in this together. Farmers, labor, environmentalists, poor folks, just common folks. Jesse Jackson puts it well, though we might not all have come over on the same boat, but we're in the same boat now. That's reality, isn't it? You in Wisconsin are showing all the little Scotty Walkers in the states all across America that ordinary people can and will stand up for our rights. We will stand up for our farms and jobs. We will stand up for our communities. We will stand up for democracy. We will do it. What's happening here is big, and Tammy and other speakers are here this evening were saying something important about Wisconsin. And I'll say something. That's why I'm here. I bring nothing to you. I teach you nothing, but I carry a lot away from you. And this is going all across America. When I first moved to Austin, Texas, there was a moving company there. It was a great little company. I think it's called Skeeter and Booger's Moving Company, something like that. And they had an advertising slogan. They had an ad in the Yellow Pages, and I loved it. They said, if we can get it loose, we can move it. Yeah. Well, that's what you were doing. You were getting it loose in Wisconsin, and because you stood up, people in Ohio, in Indiana, in Michigan, in New Jersey, even in Texas, they're standing up. They're standing up because of what you are doing. Wisconsin is the spark that is igniting a new democracy movement in America. America. And I know a lot of people think, well, wait a minute. America, we are democracy. Well, no, we've become a plutocracy. We've become an autocracy. We have to have a democracy movement. We are all Wisconsin now, all across America. We are Wisconsin. What you are doing is what we represent. I spoke from the podium there today, and it was extraordinary to look out down the streets and across the Capitol grounds and et cetera. And I saw so many wonderful signs. One, I picked it up and said, "You screw us, we multiply." There you go. Another one said, "There will be consequences," and it had all the corporate interests, the big banks and the supermarkets and et cetera that supported Walker in his election. There will be consequences. And there's a movement here to move your money. Take it out of those banks. Take it out of those banks. Put it into your consumer cooperative. We had a huge rally here today. I don't know, whether 153 million. I don't know what it was. But I had a call that Ed Garvey got on his cell phone when I was in his car tonight. 5,000 people in Washburn opposing Governor Walker's program. 5,000 people in Washburn, up on Lake Superior. They try to make it sound like we're some fringe group. We are the majority. The majority of the people of this country want political power back to the people. And let's acknowledge that this is not something new. We've been building for this a long time. Midge Miller. Remember Midge Miller? Granny G, who came to Bobfest after Bobfest here. Molly Ivins, our great champion. And of course, Fighting Bob himself. We come, Willie Nelson once said something to me. He said, "Hightower, the early bird might get the worm, but it's the second mouse that gets the cheese." We don't win the first time out, but we keep plugging. We got to be a part of that. We got to keep pushing that. And so the Koppenberg campaign on April 5th, I think it is, that election, make a difference. Call people, do something, make a difference. Send them a message. Well, my message to you tonight, and I'm sure you're wondering what it is, is that it's no longer enough to be progressive. We've been progressive forever. We got to become aggressive again. I grew up in a small town in Texas, and small guy. And I learned early on, you should never hit a man with glasses. You should hit him with something much heavier. Well, our heaviest club, our best weapon, is that trio of fundamental founding values that America represents: economic fairness, social justice, equal opportunity for all people. That's what we stand for. That is what hit Mubarak in Egypt. And that is what is now pounding the boneheads like Walker's and greedheads like David and Charles Koch in our own country. As Fighting Bob La Follette himself said, democracy involves continual struggle. That's what it is. Democracy doesn't happen. And when it does happen, we have to come back and defend it. That's where we are right now. We are defending our very democracy. Nothing less. Nothing less. That's what this is about. Scott Walker signed that bill in sort of a quiet ceremony yesterday. And he might think that that's it, it's over. But I can assure him, this is just the beginning. Just the beginning. I'll leave you with this thought. It's from Louis Grizzard, the late great Southern humorist, who says something that those of us who grew up in the South have known to be true for a long time, and that is, there's a great big difference between being naked and being naked. Being naked means you have no clothes on. Being naked, naked means you have no clothes on and you are up to something. We got to get naked. Let's do it together. Thank you, Wisconsin. Thank you. Thank you, Wisconsin. Thank you. America's counting on you. Thank you.